the things flow natural, and I'm just like, fortunately, I was not scratching anything wrong or what. That happens here and there. Welcome everybody to Star East 2025 here from Orlando, Florida. We're reporting now after an awesome presenter, speaker, tutorial. Now with another awesome presenter, tutorial, speaker, keynote as well, and this guy is all over the place. I'm not sure I need to introduce the amigo Tariq. Amigo, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you? Good to be here.
It's so good to be here. I always miss to be back here. How many times have you been on the stage? This is the second, third
Oh, you mean sitting on this particular stage? Yeah, probably
in the
third or so
interview.
in the interview. Yeah. Been,
For the ones that probably missed the previous times that I had the honor of having Tariq on the interrogation chair, the previous time or one of the previous times, we lost power. And it
yes,
was super funny
I remember that.
because we looked for a way into how to bring back the show, and I just pulled out my cell phone, and the
Yeah.
next take that you see is both of our noses looking
Yes,
into the
yeah.
phone.
Some good editing. Good
Yeah,
editing.
we did our best. I promise we won't have that today. We will have a full good interview. And amigo Tariq, for the people that do not know you, would you mind introducing yourself? Who are you? What do you do? What makes you special?
Oh, that's a big question. So Tariq King, I'm currently the head of TestIO, which is an EPAM company. So I also work for EPAM, supporting their testing practice, their engineering excellence. So I do a lot of VP and CIO level consulting, in addition to running the subsidiary TestIO, which is crowdsourced testing business. So I've been in testing for a while. I've been speaking at these conferences probably for over the last decade. I think the only thing that makes me special is that I really love people and I love testing, right? A lot of people know me for AI and machine learning and all these things, which is great. But at the end of the day, like I love being around people who are working on the floor, solving hard problems, leadership, all these interesting technical as well as people problems. Just love it.
I love it. First person that owns it. I'm special. I do special things,
Oh yeah.
and I'm out there changing the world, which our amigo truly is. Because we are meeting now in Star East, but I have seen him through the years all over the world.
Yeah.
I think it's even hard to catch up with the places that our amigo visits, and giving talks all over the place. And another tip that he tends to be humble about, he was into AI, spreading all the knowledge of AI before AI was cool. Yeah, you,
Yeah.
you were the original hipster on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
AI scene.
Well, not well. Me and Jason Arbin
Yeah,
were
as well.
really like I actually met Jason Arbin at a conference like this when I was working back at Ultimate Software in applying AI and machine learning to testing, and I was trying to find people that were doing a similar thing, and I was finding people who were claiming to do a similar thing, but when you start talking to them about the inner workings of it, it wasn't. And then I met Jason, so him and I started back in like 2014, spreading kind of AI and testing back then. But really, I started working on this problem back from when I was doing my Ph.D. So my Ph.D. focused on self-testing software back in, I graduated 2009 with my Ph.D. in computer science focused on self-testing systems.
That's
So,
great because you don't have just another testing or tester or engineer saying talking about AI. You have an AI doctor here. Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Who better? And I truly remember on previous conferences, the only talks that would be AI would be you, Jason, or both of you
yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
both of you jumped on stage.
Not anymore. Now there's the whole slew of folks, which is great. I think it's amazing that we have so much activity on AI right now.
Now that I think about it, might be kind of like a dream come true for you that you're finally spreading the world and everybody is adopting
Yeah,
it in
yeah.
a
Me
good
and
way.
Jason used to say like we were like two kids on a playground that finally found each other that like the same things, and now like everyone is kind of playing with the same toys, which is great.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we'll get into those toys in a moment because I am very interested on what's your perspective on the things that have been appearing. It's not like AI is not new anymore. AI years are like dog years that they
True.
move, maybe even worse than that. Um, but you coming here to Star East, your participation, you are also very, very active here. In the past few days, you were also having some actions. What were you doing to the people that visited earlier?
Yeah. We started on Monday. I had a full day of tutorials. Monday was kind of like my technical tutorial day, if you want to call it that, where I had a tutorial on unit testing to kick off the day, and then on microservices testing, full stack microservices testing. So that was great because I always like to see technical topics at these conferences. Back in the days, it was hard to find, right? And now we have a lot of people interested in those topics. And then on Tuesday was all about AI. So I had two different tutorials. One was about quality engineering and testing AI machine learning systems. That was actually the biggest one. I had about 106 people in that tutorial.
Oh
They
my
had to
God.
collapse like two rooms. So it's great because it's showing folks that while AI is great, folks are also recognizing, the future of testing is in part testing AI systems, and we need to get ready. And then the latter part of the day was about prompt engineering. So I worked a lot to build up a very practical course on prompt engineering. Myself and Raul Verma actually turned it into a certification with some very bright folks between Trendig and Verity and so on, and we kind of set the stage on hands-on AI and machine learning, pattern thinking in prompting. So those were the first 2 days. It was pretty packed.
Wow. And yeah, I'm sure it's the craze right now. Everybody say ID, say I that. And even like all the knowledge that you have been sharing, and oh, you're trying to make it more accessible before it was truly accessible like it is right now. All these things that you're teaching around the AI. I'm gonna get into the unit and service because that
Sure.
also drives me crazy in a good way. Uh, but to show you at a point, we have already Carlos Gauto and Patricia Osorio saying hello,
Oh
Tariq. They are sending
wow.
your
Yeah.
grades. I'm receiving messages. We're paying attention at the chat, so
Yeah. Hi,
keep the
Carlos. Hi,
messages coming.
Patricia. Yeah.
um,
Great people from great communities in testing. It's awesome.
yeah. So because Latin America, our friend has been touring all over the world. He's friend of lots of parts of South America. Where you visited
I went
Argentina,
to
right?
I went to Chile last year. I was where I met Carlos and folks, and then through the certification, we've been meeting a lot of folks because we translated the course into Spanish. But this year, I'm excited because I'm going to Buenos Aires uh, and Uruguay. Like I'm just still waiting to go to Mexico City, so I haven't forgotten you.
No, no.
But I'm very excited about like the
We're
current
working on
stage.
that.
All right.
We'll get it that sorted out. But you heard nothing, Mexico City. Wait for it. Wait. It's we're working on it. And no, and it's super cool on the AI adoption. You have been leaving a footprint all over the world. Argentina, get ready. He's coming.
I'm coming. Yeah.
And on the other side, your tutorial, I look forward to getting deeper. I'm sad that I couldn't join it. I think it was on Monday, and I was presenting mine on Monday. There was no way on unit testing because it's something that many tend to forget, and I'm sure it's going to be impacted by AI big time. Are you kind of mixing it up, or is just unit traditional?
Yeah, no. Well, there's a couple things there. Yeah, number one, the main goal of that is really to bridge kind of the gap between roles, right? So I normally get developers in that class as well as testers, and giving developers the testing mindset on how to do proper
Oh,
testing at the unit level, as well as getting testers to understand they need to continue to enhance their technical skills. So that really is what that is all about. But also recognizing that the future of even unit testing is AI driven as well, right? Like all these tools help us at multiple levels, including the unit level. And it's actually great because now with a lot of these models allowing us to have a very large footprint, a large context, you can actually feed the entire code base, right? And you got tools like Cursor, you got tools like Copilot that are all about enhancing the unit testing experience and the developer testing experience. And I want testers to be a big part of that.
yeah. I am super happy, especially because you are like connecting that bridge. I really, really am against that testers versus developers, and I'm a developer and I'm testing and vice
Right.
versa. I'm glad that you're working through kind of closing that gap and making it easier for everybody. And with AI, yeah, I do agree that the potential is very interesting on the things that we're going to be seeing.
Yep.
Before we get into those potentials, not only the tutorials, you're going to be doing more things today, right?
Yeah. So today is a very special day because I'm talking. I haven't really talked about agentic AI in a very large public forum. And one of the things that I've been doing recently is trying to get people to appreciate what generative AI is bringing to the table when it comes to agents, but not forget the foundation started way back when, right? Like you said, we were talking about this stuff. We were building agents back in 2014. I built my first agent back in 2005, right? But now, it's a whole different game, and I'm bringing a special guest with me. He's been with me for a long time. I'm developing these types of tools, both in an academic setting as well as in an industry setting. So, have a surprise guest. Um,
Ooh.
yeah. You'll have to wait for that. I'm going to do this again. I think at the AI conference in June, with him as well. So that might give you a hint. So he's here and there. And then there's a panel on AI that we're having at I think 4:15 in the main hall that Adam Marbach is moderating. So I'll be a part of that panel as well. But today is going to be all fun because the big tutorials are done. We're still going to get hands on with the agents and show some demos and some future stuff, and then talk about it on the big stage.
Wow. So you're having multiple opportunities to shine up, and boy, this guy shines. It's impressive. And do you mind spoiling a little bit what's on your talk on the agents?
All right, I'll spoil a
Without
little bit.
breaking the whole.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So I'll spoil a little bit in that, like I said, I talk about the evolution of agents, right? So some of the history, things that people don't know about that story, that started a long time ago, back in 1986. And then when I bring it forward to generative I really get into the fact that now we have frameworks that help us to implement relatively easily, with less rigidity, agentic flows, right? So LangChain, line graph. We'll talk about MCP, the model context protocol that everyone's talking about, that helps to be kind of like that USB-C bridge connector with all of your tools and your data. And so we'll show demos of all of these things. And then at the last point, we'll actually have my special guest present a little bit of his doctoral research that he's been doing, to kind of show that you can take a very practical perspective on a topic like AI in testing, and it can be meaningful in industry, but you can also get your PhD with it and ground the research in practice, which is exciting stuff. So
It's
you,
gonna be crazy.
it's amazing. We're excited, right? We've been working. Actually, last night we wrapped up around 4 a.m. Just to make sure the demos and stuff were great. So
Wow.
we're ready.
And listen this. You have two doctors, AI doctors on stage.
Well, he's
Come
not a
on.
doctor yet. He's gonna get his PhD soon, but yes, he's definitely doctor level, I would say.
Yeah, getting
So
if not getting there, he's already there. It's just
yes,
not like
this is true.
paperwork that has to be
Yeah,
wrapped up.
this
So
is very true. Yeah.
but that's to point out the level of the legends that you're gonna have on stage. Like, who else can give you a better perspective and presentation? And I've seen some of the demos that you do, amigo. It's like always mind blowing and
Mm,
always so well prepared.
thank you.
4 a.m. Oh wow,
Yeah. Well,
has to
it
be.
had to be done. It has to be kind of perfect. We're a bit of perfectionists, and we know how to run that last mile. And so we just said like, hey, tomorrow's the day. Let's get it done.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sad that I'm gonna miss it, but you mentioned the AI Con,
Yes.
so you're gonna be participating more on AI Con. Do you have more surprises there? And for the people that do not know, what's the deal with AI Con?
Yeah, so I mean, the AI conference is a newish conference that TechWell came up with last year. I actually presented a keynote last year at AICon, which was the first inaugural one. But it has a lot of big players, a lot of big names, big companies, tech giants. It's pretty amazing, and the focus is all on AI, all flavors of AI, all kind of dimensions. I'm going to be doing tutorials there. Again, also doing this talk on agentic AI. There's actually a full track there, all on AI agents and so on and so forth. And then I've been invited also to participate in the leadership summit that they have on Friday, and I'm going to be kind of giving kind of my background on leading AI teams and ML teams for my tenure at Test.ai. So how is it different from other engineering teams and other things? Even the projects themselves are a little bit more dynamic and tricky. So helping to have leaders be able to navigate through that.
It's crazy that when you're mentioning like AI teams and AI engineering teams, like big groups of people working on it, for you it's just like another day. For us, it's just like a brand new thing that like there are AI teams. Like,
Yeah.
really, is that? Yeah, of course, it's a thing that is starting to pop up more.
Very much so, yeah. And now it's amazing because like back then when I started, most of our team members were human beings. Nowadays, more and more of the team members are actually you governing these autonomous agents as well. So
Wow.
like that whole dynamic is still very new to me. We had a little flavor of that back in the day, but these days the capabilities are just more widespread. So now you have to really think each individual person could be managing a team of agents that is doing tasks, and how do you govern that, how does that scale, and what are the challenges that you meet with that new world of AI, being involved in engineering, not just testing like we are talking about here, but every aspect of software development.
Work, my AI minions, you can do it. And there's no problem with what type of manager. Well, yeah, you gotta be a good manager. Poor AI.
Of course.
In general, you gotta be a good manager.
Yeah.
But this is impressive, and some of these perspectives, it's probably unexpected. 4 years ago, probably sounded super weird that I
Mhm.
have an AI team of agents like I'm managing, and but now everybody's starting to wrap their heads around all these new. It's a paradigm shift,
Yeah.
big time now, and as well with the what was it, November MCPs that were started to be like truly out there and
Yeah.
available.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts on these new things that we are starting to see? The impact that you think is gonna have, and do you foresee any other crazy thing, or are you preparing craziness?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that the acceleration is mind blowing, quite frankly, right? We just keep seeing advancement after advancement after advancement, which is exciting. At the same time, it's a bit scary. I think the whole world now of AI is wanting to make sure that AI is starting to be plugged in to all of the tools and all of the data that we have. So this has been the big shift with like MCP, and in general, the other part of this is getting AI to reason a bit better, right? So still, it's linguistic patterns that it's based off of, and doing that level of reasoning. But even then, it is very impressive. So, again, I think more it's really about AI um, coming into our world, right? And the tools are the way that they connect to our day to day tasks and our day to day activity. And then that's going to now bridge the gap where we are interacting with it more. And I think with that, the biggest thing that is more of a concern for me is how do we make sure that this technology really aligns with what our values are. We have privacy concerns, we have trust, we have all sorts of fairness issues, and so we need to make sure that we're ready and that we are actually plugged in, and that humans can not get taken over by AI. Right? It sounds all Hollywood, but there's real concerns there at the end of the day, right?
It's very interesting that you point out that the first concern is not Skynet or the Matrix or whatever you want to call it, but the leaks that AI can have in
Yeah.
between when we are integrating, using, or abusing it. Because
Hmm.
um, probably we've all seen like these stretches where people have been like AI girlfriends or things that are like,
Yeah.
really, you want to
It's,
do that? Or and not only from, I'm not judging, from the perspective of the use of this technology, the resources. Um, data privacy concerns that you mentioned. That's super important. Many organizations are already wrapping their heads around it, and like you shouldn't be pasting the code of our company
Probably
in
not.
ChatGPT or
Yeah, you don't want to do
um,
that.
and we're talking about ChatGPT, but Deep Blue, was it? No, Big Blue. I forget the Chinese version.
Okay. You're talking about, and now I'm getting a brain fart
Yeah,
as
and
well.
now I
Yeah,
gave you as well.
yeah.
I'm
Now
misguided, but
it's
you know which
contagious.
ones I'm
Yeah,
talking. That may be even worse for some
deep seek,
organizations.
I think.
DeepSeek,
Yeah. There
yeah.
we go.
Where like, yeah, it is better, right? I can be using like you work in government and you're pasting stuff in a platform that is owned by another government. Like
Yeah,
some of the risks that some people do not see or foresee. Like in the past, we were like, yeah, my medical data is on the device and it's okay that Garmin, Google, or whoever has it. But now it's getting kind of serious. Sorry, serious possible consequences and situations that we can get.
yeah, for sure. I think these are kind of like the major things that, you ask me, what do I see? Anything crazy for the future? Well, I think that like we have to get a grasp on testing AI and really innovating in that space. But a big part of that also, and a big part of the future, I think, especially for the testing community, is that there's still going to be things that AI can't test yet. And a lot of these are more linked to the real world. Until we have robots walking around here using this technology, I think the big thing for the future is us. I just wrote an article about this the other day of humans doing experience testing, right? Because the robots can't do it. And how do we connect the digital touch points, the physical touch points, and even kind of the experiential or the emotional sides of things? This is where businesses earn their revenue, right? Customer growth, customer retention. And
Mhm.
so I think as much as we want to innovate around AI, we need to start innovating around human experience and collective intelligence. And that's kind of where I've been focusing my mind on my other half of my job, which is really the primary thing, leading TESIO.
That's interesting, and it's I haven't heard that perspective almost anywhere, and I think it's important that we think of this integration. You just made me think like Andrew Knight that is crazy about boba.
Yes.
Can you ask an AI, hey, is this good boba? Can you test it?
Is it? Is it? Yeah.
That's still for human beings. We
Yeah.
are the only one with the taste
And this is an
buds, and
important question, actually, right? So you need to make sure you have good boba. Like otherwise,
otherwise Andy would be mad at
yeah,
you, and
this is
that's
not
another
good. This,
situation. And so, quick pause as well. We have some messages as well for Tariq, because Patricia is also asking, when will the agent's course with Tariq be available? They want an agent's course.
so actually,
They're putting you on the
and
spot.
I nearly threw this surprise name out there, but we were talking last night as we were doing this in the wee hours of the morning that we probably will turn this into a course, right? Like we actually have enough content just from doing this concurrent session to start building a course to teach folks really how this stuff works and how to use it and so on. So
Cool.
might be closer than you think, Patricia. So
Stay tuned, Patricia.
yeah.
It's coming. Yeah, this guy is on fire. Keeps bringing new things, new stuff, new ideas, the perspectives. So I don't see AIs and robots taking over the boba testing
No, no, no.
anytime soon.
I,
That's
I'll take care of that. That's
yeah.
okay. I
We,
can.
we, we need to
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
like keep
That's okay.
working on that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hungry. And which, by the way, I have some things coming up, but we're getting on the ramp down part of this interview. Tariq, some last words or recommendation for the people that want to get into AI or that is related to AI that you think is going to help them, that make a difference. And
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is to just get involved, right? A lot of people have been very hesitant about the technology. It's great that I'm seeing more and more people, come to conferences like this, take courses, try to build prototypes, open source them, do some hands-on stuff. Really, I was still surprised that when I asked the class how many people were using AI for the first time in my prompt engineering course, and so many hands went up, and I was like, wow. So there's still people out there who've stayed away. But I would say just take a look. It's okay to be skeptical, but kind of question things, look at it, see where it might be useful, and try it out, right? And help whatever you find that can help someone. Just share it in the community. That's really the power of AI and of knowledge in general and knowledge sharing.
Learn, try, discover, and share it.
Very good. Yeah,
Super
excellent.
important. Excellent, amigo. Now, for almost the last question, because I have an extra one for you.
Okay.
Where can people follow up with you, get in touch, keep up with what you're doing?
Yeah, the biggest way that people can grab me easily is on LinkedIn. Just look me up.
I think the name is
There's
somewhere
still
here on the
there's still
screen.
not a lot of people that have my name and that look like me. This is great. So you search Tariq King. Um, but yeah, I'm usually around. You could just actually on LinkedIn, you can probably see which country I'm going to next, and if you're going to be in the area or in that country, please come to a conference like this. Say hi. I love engaging with the community, so very community oriented in that respect. So yeah.
Yeah. Almost in any conference, you will see this amigo walking around and you'll be able to talk to him. He's all over the world. I'm super happy to see him that active and that he's spreading the AI gospel in a good way, not just like smoke and mirrors.
So
Now, without aside,
okay,
amigo, you know where am I from?
you're from Mexico City, man.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
And
I'm getting nervous.
yeah, generally, I like to bring a flavor from Mexico to the people that I'm interviewing.
Okay.
And I brought a few things here for
Hmm.
you. It's
Okay.
a Mexican candy.
Mexican candy.
You can choose. I have different flavors, different things, but I thought, given our both personal circumstances,
Hmm.
that you could try this one. This
Okay.
one's special.
All right.
You take the cap off
Okay.
and then you push from below. I can hold the mic for you
All right.
so that you
All
can
right.
give it a try. Check everybody. Tariq is trying a candy that is called pelon. You know what that means in
Pelon.
Spanish?
I'm searching my data bank here. Pelon.
That means
No.
hairless or bald. Okay.
Okay.
So the deal
Wouldn't
with
have
the
gotten that
candy,
one. Yeah.
you push under the
So I put
white.
this in my mouth and then I push it
No,
under. No. Oh, I push inside.
press.
Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
push
But
it.
from
Okay.
the side, you gotta do this.
Oh, I gotta squeeze it too.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And it
okay.
will grow hair on it.
Oh, oh, so this comes up like this. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, and then
And
I
then you
just
try it.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
We want to see. What does he think of the flavor of the bald guy,
Mm.
tasty hair guy, or something like that
This
is the
is
name.
great, man. Oh,
Cool.
wow.
Okay, we have a fan.
Is it hot? Is it gonna burn me?
Never ask that a Mexican.
Okay.
We always say like,
I'm good.
nah, it's not spicy at all.
I'm from the island, so I'm okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna have any effect.
This is great.
Children eat that in Mexico. It's
Okay.
like a regular candy. Here are more if you want to test afterwards.
No,
But I think that he
I'm gonna
passed the
take my,
test.
my chances with this one. I know that this is good, right? This is being tested.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Children all over Mexico love it. Oh,
yeah, it's great.
all of this is an addiction for us kids in Mexico. So
Great.
thanks you, amigo.
Thank you so
It has been a pleasure. I'm glad that you liked it. And thank you very much for coming back.
Thanks for having me. It's always good to see you.
It's always a great adventure.
Yeah.
And there you have it, Tariq, with the agents training coming soon.
And Pelon.
And trying the pelon. It's a very good candy. It seems like he's liking it a
It
lot.
is really good. Yeah.
So stay tuned because we have many more adventures coming soon, many more awesome presenters, people here in the conference. We have the performance tutorial coming soon. The Slido link is pasted on LinkedIn. If you want to send your questions, start publishing it because we will be answering them. And tomorrow we have a big surprise for you all. Stay tuned. This is Leandro and the amigo Tariq.
All right. Take care.
Thank you very much. Adios, everybody.
Adios.
Adios. And we're out.